That man was once called a hero. But the truth is, he was a created being. Sephiroth. What broke him? Once, he was the strongest hero of humanity. An elite unit of Shinra. Soldier. And he stood at its very peak. Feared by all. And admired by all. Whenever he appeared on the battlefield, victory was all but certain. His name was Sephiroth. Not a symbol of fear, but a symbol of hope. Shinra set its sights on a certain cell. That was Jenova. Not of human origin. An unknown life form. Those who were infused with its cells became what were known as soldier. Enhanced warriors. With strength far beyond ordinary humans. But even among them, Sephiroth was something else entirely. He was never normal from the moment he was born. Even before birth, he was infused with Jenova cells, created by Shinra, a weapon perfected from the very beginning. He never had a life as a human. And because of that, he would eventually come to believe that his mother was Jenova. But that was not the truth. The existence of his true mother, Lucretia, he never knew. And that false belief would quietly begin to distort his fate. One day, he was dispatched on a mission to Nibelheim. The objective was to investigate a malfunction at the Mako reactor and the sudden appearance of unidentified monsters. At its deepest level, he came face to face with a sealed entity. Eventually, he arrived at the truth. Shinra's classified records, sealed experimental logs. Within them were the flawed findings of a once brilliant scientist, Professor Gast. And then, his own origin. He was not human. From the moment he was born, he carried Jenova cells within him. It was not a chosen power, but the reality of being created. But he did not understand what it truly meant. What he saw was the entity known as Jenova. And he came to believe that it was an ancient. And so, he concluded that he too was the same. He was the last of the ancients. A chosen being, destined to rule this planet. Humans were nothing more than invaders, who had taken everything and trampled it underfoot. That distorted conviction began to slowly grow within him. And that belief would quietly and inevitably bring about the collapse of his mind. Eventually, he returned to the village of Nibelheim. By that time, his conclusion had already been made. He set the village on fire. The villagers fled in panic. Homes were consumed by flames. And he did nothing to stop it. What remained there was neither anger nor hatred. Only the certainty that it was right. Nibelheim was destroyed. But that wasn't the end. The certainty born within him kept moving forward. He would gather the planet's energy, the life stream itself, and reclaim everything. And to do that, he would become the center. Reunion. A phenomenon in which those carrying Jenova's cells are drawn together as one. He would bring it about by his own will. And beyond that, what awaited him was something more than human. A being that would merge with the planet itself and ascend into something like a god. But that fate would be changed by a single soldier, Cloud. At this moment, he was still no one. And yet, that encounter was the beginning of everything. On this channel, we explore the hidden truth behind stories. Stay tuned for the next one.